Welcome to this week's episode of The Act, and it's slightly different this week because Jamie set me a challenge of trying to choose stuff that we've never, or I've never chosen before. So, if you don't know what The Act is, it's a show where we create an act for you using these dice. So the 4 dice are, the first one is your budget. So this ranges from anything from £10 to 200 plus. That's the one we're really after. The second one is your performing scenario. So we got stage, parlour, close-up, impromptu, strolling and various things like that. The third one is must include or must not include. We call this the restriction dice 1. And this is the other restriction dice, which it tells you what you must include or mustn't include. We got things like Alex Sam products. That's the one no one wants to get. Mustn't include cards or must include cards, mentalism, coins, organic props, and so on. So let's find out what we've got today. The first one I'm going to roll is the value. Jamie, you may look at that, £75.
How do we feel about that?
Okay, depending what the other stuff is, let's be honest. So we'll go for performing scenario next. Question mark, so that means it's my choice.
Nice, yeah, you can pick whatever you want.
Beautiful. Must not include.
Or what are we not including?
If you've got one on here that says anything Peter will choose. Cards. Okay.
Oh, so you can't include cards.
Okie dokes. Just give me a little time to think, because my first thought is I am going to go for a performing scenario of parlour-ish. So that's when you're sort of standing there, you've got a table, a few people sitting round, and you want to put on a slightly bigger performance rather than just hitting tables with close-up stuff. Okay, so we're going to look at parlour. And one of the tricks I'm going to include in that, I believe, is a trick that I've recently started looking at again. And for the life of me, I don't know why I stopped performing it. And you'll know I've been looking at it because it's actually open over here. And that is Screen Test Pro Edition. Now, if you don't know what Screen Test is, it's absolutely amazing. It's a mentalism style routine, but in the Pro Edition, not only are the cards bigger, they're pro size cards, but we also supply a great prediction effect. So you're getting a lot for your money here. So I could do both effects from here and they would take up sort of 15 minutes. I'm not sure of the cost. Jamie, can we check? £35. So that's going to be my first one. Now, I don't know if I'll do 1 or 2 of the routines from here. We'll work that in a moment. So I've still got £35 to spend.
You've got 40.
40, yeah, 40 to spend. And I'm following down a sort of mentalism routine. I could do this really easily by grabbing some liquid forks, but I'm not sure if I've chosen those before. I know Harry has. I'm not sure if I have. So let me just have a little look about. Now, if I'm going to perform both routines from that, then I want something that feels different to stick in the middle. But it would be nice if it was movie related, because then I'm getting a whole movie related performance.
FLIX?
Oh, FLIX isn't out yet, but FLIX would definitely be in it. So, okay, well, this is it then. This is it. This is my movie-based routine. Let me work out how I would structure it. I would certainly do my 3-phase routine with this, which ends with a telephone prediction, because it feels different. It's really cool. And the great thing is I can hand out that prediction at the beginning and say, look, in case of emergencies, we're going to have to ring this number. Do me a favor, put it in your pocket. And then that will be a really nice ending where I can't work out the movie. We got to ring the number. So structure wise, I think I will start with Night at the Oscars from there. Okay, where you get all the props, you get the envelopes, you get the cards, you get everything included in here. Night at the Oscars, then go into Movie Club. Now, I would only perform one routine from Movie Club, and that is the main routine, even though you can do more with it. And then I would go into the 3-phase routine of Screen Test Pro. Now, I would say if you were performing that at a table, that's a good 12 to 14 minutes of performance, I think. And the first one, the Night of the Oscars, you can get multiple people involved. Your 3-phase routine, you can get 3 different people to actually do each phase of them. So you're getting multiple people involved. Everything plays big enough for Parlour. It's a strong mentalism set, and it's all going to follow the theme of movies. So that is my act for today, and that was £75. I chose mentalism, or Parlour, sorry. It's cards, and and it must not include cards. These, some people will say these are cards. They're not. They're little mini movie bits. Okay, so there's no playing cards here. That's it. These 2 effects, you can perform both of these in a close-up setting anyway, but both of these will work great for Parlour. And because you're getting multiple routines you can do with this, you could literally do a whole show just using Screen Test Pro. But I think by throwing this in, you're getting a nice variation there. Finish off with my phone prediction as well. And that, to me, is a solid mentalism act. So we will see you next week on the act. But before I go, let me know what you would choose for £75. Pop it in below. And let me know if you would have structured, if you own both of these, if you went to Blackpool, you might have been lucky enough to pick one of these up. We sold out pretty quick. But let me know how you would have structured it as well. So until next week, I'm Peter Nardi, and this is The Act.